It is the 3rd of November, 25 to 2, and I've just completed my first step in the biggest thing that is going to happen in my life so far. Here is my application. You can see I've completed all these steps, and what I've just completed there. Hold on a mo. I still don't know how to use this. Is it this one? There it is. Just got me 100% there on them things. Now, I don't know if you've seen the flag in the bottom corner, but there it is. Yeah, man, I'm moving to Canada for 2 years. Very, very early in the process. Like I say, I'm only currently at step 1. There's 8 steps. So I thought I'd document it. You won't be seeing this till the green light's given. There might not be a green light given. They might say no, which I will be absolutely trashed about. But yeah, thought I'd document the whole thing, put it on the tube. So very, very exciting. I don't look it, but I'm quite nervous as well. But yeah, living in Canada for 2 years on a working holiday, going travelling and that, or I'll just get a cushy number as a ranger, which is what I want, and I'll just stay there and live doing that job for 2 years. After the 2 years is up, get a permanent visa and live there. Which, when you say it out loud, it's like, fuck, that's fucking huge. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And we've got another addition to Canada. So let's have a look at it. I've got an email here from Connolly University. So basically they've assigned me to a course where it'll take 72 hours and I'll just get level 2. And it's basically so I can get up to date with the economy and everything in Canada. And I know how to go to job interviews, and I know what I have to do for job interviews in Canada, because obviously they'll be different to how we do it in the UK. So that's the next step. And it's taken quite a while for me to get to Canada. I did say that I'm going in July, August next year. I might push it forward to June, see how I feel. But I think that's why they're taking the time with it. So I've missed the 2023, obviously, but I wasn't going. So the next time I will get into contact with someone for next year will be late December. So that's why they're just taking it easy with me, because I'm in no rush. So I'm just steady away. I've paid the majority of it, so I'm 100% going, unless something happens. You never know. So at this point in time, I haven't told many of you who will be watching this, because I don't want to jinx it, and I believe in that shit. I think if you tell loads of people, it kind of jinxes it. So I'm keeping it quiet. So I've currently got a screenshot of the step I am at, and it's only been 3 weeks. Yes, I'm going next year, so it'll take a lot longer for me to get things moving, because I'm not in a hurry. So there's about 8 months, 9 months until I go, and I'm currently here. As you can see down the bottom right of the little tabs, it says ITA, and that is an invitation to apply. So I haven't quite reached that bit yet, because they just take the time. And once I am invited to apply, I can then fill them out. Obviously the passport and the other stuff I've done, it's been checked. It says 100% because I've done that. So now I'm just waiting for the next pool, they said, of people for 2024. But since I've done so early, I'll be in the first pool. So I'll be ready, sorted, months before I go, and then I can push it forward. And the visa starts as soon as you step foot on Canada, so I can go whenever. The only thing is, with the working holiday permit, or visa even, you can only have that once, and it's from 18 to 30. So if you are wanting to do it, and then you have the working holiday for 2 years, you come back home, wherever you live, and you're like, I'm just going to chill out, not going to do anything else, you can only have that holiday visa once in your life, and it's, like I said, 18 to 30. So there's a few more steps I need to go through. However, it's nothing too bad. I am going to be very prepared for it, as it's like a huge change in life and that. So I've left plenty of time. It's up to you how quickly you do it, because everyone's different. However, me with working and that, I don't have time to just sit and fully concentrate. The only extra thing I've done, hold on, whack it out my jaw, because I want to go with the animals, and I've bought this a nice little British Columbia guide for easily identifying the big animals and stuff. However, when it came, it was filled with no information. Sorry, no information, so I have to do that. So it's just a spotter's book, but I'll still keep it. So yeah, $2.5 Canadian have to be in your bank before you go as well. And I think that's pretty much it for where I'm at now. I emailed a woman and she's just kind of said the pools for 2023 are closed. We were waiting to announce the opening dates. Last year these opened in the last days of December, so that'll probably be when I'll next get back here. So she went, so I will enter your profile at the pool once these reopen, and then we will wait for the invitation to apply, which is the ITA. So as soon as I get ready and put into that pool, next steps, here we come. So you'll be next back when I've finished the little Connolly University course, and I'll tell you how that went. And then after that, it'll be when I'm sorted. And here we go. I've just read here quickly as I'm looking at my emails. I said, okay, I'm going in like July, August next year. Done everything. She went, yes, you will easily get a visa by July, August. I'll let you know once the pool's open, and we can get your profile created. So very, very easy. These help you along the way. It's crazy how easy it is to just get up and go and just leave class. So yeah, you'll be back when I've finished the course and something else is happening. See you very, very soon. Hello. So it is now the 14th of June. Yeah, huge leap. However, I will run through everything that's happened, and I'll try and keep it a bit shorter and constant so that I don't lose your interest. But basically, this has all gone on since the last video. 10th of January this year, 2024, I received that ITA, which meant that I could fill out the rest of the application, you can kind of say, that I've got from Canadian Visa. So with me going with the Canadian Visa, you don't have to, but basically they tell me exactly everything I need to do when filling out these forms and what documentation I need. So I've paid a decent chunk of money to allow them to completely take the reins, and I just supply them with the information. So I had to collect all these documents that you can see down the side, and once they were checked and confirmed with the other person, my representative, then I could move on to the next stage. So January 10th is when I was first able to do that. So the pools opened, obviously, early January, and I was able to be one of the first to get in and was invited to apply. Then on January 31st, that was when it was received by the RICC. They received my application and they'd have to go through it to make sure they were happy. IRCC stands for Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. So like I've just said there, that was received. I received a document, which obviously I can't show, via email, and it was saying that they've received this, and I'm getting a copy of my passport and electronic application, blah, 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 blah. Basically just saying, thank you, we've got everything you've sent. Basically, once you've received your ITA and you've completed them steps and you've supplied the documents that they need, they can be a bit chewy. I remember the family one being quite annoying. But however, it's a good thing going with the CanadianVisa.org people, because obviously I was sending them stuff and they were saying, not tweet this, send it again, not tweet that. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have had a clue personally. However, now I've done it, I think maybe I could do it myself next time. However, it is worth, the money is pretty big, but it is worth someone doing it for you, which is what you're paying that money for. I know you're probably all wondering, and you're probably watching this video if you're going with the Canadian Visa or you're thinking about it, but it was £1,500 for, that's what I paid for. After the IRCC got back to me, it was 2 days. So 31st of January I sent it, and then, the next day, 1st of February, I received an email saying that I had to complete a biometrics instruction letter, BIL, by the March the 2nd. So they give you a full month. You need to go to the nearest VAC, which for me, right up north, just underneath Newcastle, if you know Hartlepool. I doubt any of us do, but above Middlesbrough, below Sunderland, that little area. The nearest one to me was London. There's only one, and it's in London. So I had to, thankfully one of my mates went to uni down there, so I kept on his couch. And the next morning, I think I went about the 16th, 17th, and you literally go into the VAC, they ask what you're there for, and you just say biometrics, and it's your thumbs, fingerprints, and a picture. I was in for about 5 minutes, and then I was home. Honest, so annoying for if you live up north like me. But that's pretty much all you needed for the biometrics. So you need to take a passport, copy of the letter. So in this email is an attached document, which is your biometrics letter, 2 barcodes on at the top, a list of everything you need. And you also need to take an appointment confirmation. So there's a link here, and it's where to give biometrics, that's the little link. So you click on that, takes you to the closest one, which is the VAC in London. So you take your passport, the linked PDF with the email saying you've got a biometric letter, and you also need to take your appointment confirmation saying that you are booked in. So it says on the email or the confirmation to go to the biometrics 10 minutes prior, which I did, and I got a bit of a annoyed man saying, why have you let it this short? I got there 9:20, appointment at past, it might be like 22. Anyway, he said, why have you got here? There was a big queue, a very big queue. So if I was you, I'd probably go maybe half an hour before. I know that's really annoying, but when I got there, I was stood at the back of the queue and they started shouting last people for 9:30, and I was like, 20 past. So I went to the front, asked this fella, he said, where have you been? So I cut the queue. So if you want to do that, go like 10 minutes before, cut the queue, or do it properly half an hour. So yes, we've got the invite received on the 10th. My application was sent on the 31st. That's just to do with me getting that done. You could get it done a lot quicker. And then once that's received and accepted, you get your biometrics letter. Mine was the next day. So there's 3 things done in the space of less than a month of receiving my ITA. So once your biometrics done, everything's been approved. Also, just to gloss over, the little bit where you get receive your ITA, the police clearance. Some of you may be thinking, oh, well, what's that about? Basically, you just send off a document, a form, whatever you want to call it, to ACRO. Now, in there, you just put all your details in, and you just get sent back a piece of paper saying your name, and then either trace or no trace. Obviously, your boy got no trace, so that's why I was able to progress. So here's a screenshot of everything done. So once all they were done, I had to do the little bottom 2. They were also a little bit faffy, but nothing you can't do, and obviously they help you out on the way. And then once all they had done, I received this email. So from starting my application the end of October, finishing it around, like I said at the start of the video, the 3rd, from then up until March 29th, I have been able to get my visa, and as it's the 14th of June, and I don't know if you remember, it was literally a few minutes ago, there was a red mic here. That's packed. I'm currently all packed, and I'm leaving in 3 days. I go Monday, and I'm going to Toronto, and I've got an Airbnb for the first month, and hopefully I'm going to figure it out along the way. So yeah, pretty much it goes through everything here. And just to clarify and go through a few things, I need to take 2 letters that are attached to this, and one is at the, as you see at the front at the top of the email, it says port of entry letter. So that is what you need. My electronic travel authorization, so saying that I'm allowed into the country, is electronically attached to my passport. So that's pretty much all I need to take. And once I get to Canada, this is really chewy, I think they should change this, but when you get to Canada, that's when you meet an officer, and they will basically say if you're allowed into the country or not. So they'll go through everything, and then they'll give you your work permit. So going back over it again, I know I'm dotting around all over here, but to start off, you need your port of entry letter when you're going to the airport. So port of entry letter, your passport, and any other travel documents you need. I don't, so I'm just taking my passport. Attached to my passport is my electronic travel authorization. So there's the 3 things. Also, what they don't tell you about is you need health insurance. However, this is to cover you for however long your permit is, or your visa. Mine is 2 years. So I was looking, and it's expensive, so I was going to pay monthly, but I was like, right, no, stuff it, I'll just pay for the full whack, and I don't have to worry about it. So we were looking, I was going for about 6 months first, but as I started delving into it, it was basically saying if you rock up to the airport with 6 months health insurance, the officer, whatever, Canadian officer, will say, I can only give you a work permit for 6 months. Your visa will last 6 months, because after that 6 months you're not covered. And how do they know that you're just buying 6 months to just get through the first stage, and then you're going to stay there for the rest of the 2 years without any health insurance? Because that's not good. It will cost them money, cost you money, not good. So you have to go with 2 years, if it's 2 years, 5 years, if it's for 5 years, and so on. So I've currently bought 2 years. So to go over it again, you need your passport, your port of entry letter, your electronic travel authorization, I keep on forgetting what that is, and then health insurance, and obviously a few bits of clothes and that in your suitcases. And that is pretty much it. $2,500 has to be in your bank. I've also seen you can't extend over 10,000, so you have to be between there. I don't know about any of that. I've got more than 10,000, just saying. But nothing here on the email, as I've shown, says any of that. But basically, these will help you through the entire time. So I hope all this has made sense. If there's any questions, let me know in the comments about anything, and I'll answer them, because now I've gone through the full process. It's literally going to be 3 days and then I'm there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to do a few more videos about my whole Canada trip. I'm going to obviously vlog it all, because that's what I'm about. So if there's anything else that crops up and it's worth delving into a bit of info, I will make a video on it. If there's any comments down below wanting a video on anything explaining a bit more, I also do that. I'm basically here to help you guys, as when I was looking on YouTube, there was nothing. So hopefully this clarifies everything in the process for the CanadianVisa.org working holiday. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.